feeling overwhelmed with back to school chaos and trying to run your business at the same time, you are not alone. Let's turn that stress into success. Balancing the hectic back to school season with your business responsibilities can feel like an impossible juggling act. Some of you are going through it right now, and some of you are going to be going through it in a few weeks. And if you are constantly battling overwhelming, overlapping schedules, endless to-do lists, it is easy to feel like there aren't enough hours in the day. So today, you're going to learn 5 powerful tips that will revolutionize your time management skills and help you reclaim your schedule and boost your productivity. So if you're joining me here live, please comment #live. If you're here watching the replay, congratulations, good job. Comment #replay and let me know. That would be amazing. I'm Deanna Maio, if we haven't met before. Hi. I'm the founder and director of The Vivid Woman, and I'm here to help busy entrepreneurs and business owners streamline their operations, enhance their productivity, have a high-performing, profitable team, and balance their personal and professional lives with ease. Now, for mom business owners out there, juggling school schedules with your business can feel very overwhelming. Whether it's dealing with your kids' overlapping commitments with your own, or maybe routines are changing this time of year because they're adding in soccer or dance lessons or piano, whatever it might be. And then, of course, you got time for your own self-care. And usually we put ourselves at the bottom of the to-do list. These challenges can really lead to burnout and chaos, which is not good. So if you've ever felt like you were juggling too many tasks at home and at work, please drop a yes in the comments if you've been there, so that we know you are in the right place and you know you're not alone. So let's jump into these tips that I have for you today. I'm so excited for you to benefit from them, because even just implementing one could make a real big difference for you. All right, so here we go. Tip number 1, sync your schedule. All right, the problem is when we have misaligned schedules, we have stress. So if you can align your work and family schedules, life is going to get a lot easier. One of the ways that you might want to do this, if you aren't already, is to use a calendar app to keep track of all of the family activities that you can also see in your business calendar. I like to do this using Google Calendar. So I don't have children. You might think, why is Deanna commenting on how moms should? Because I've been coaching moms for 20 years and I've seen what's worked for them. And the fact is, it works for everybody. Whether it's kids or other activities you have going on in your life, you need to have things organized. So I have a Google Calendar for my work. I have one for personal. I can see them together. I can share the personal one with those, people in my life that need to see that. Everybody's on the same page. Tip number 2 is all about prioritization. When we have unclear priorities, we have inefficiency. So I would encourage you to focus on what truly matters in your business so you can free up some of your time so that you can be present and with the people and the passions you love outside of your business hours. And one of the ways you can do this and get really clear is by using an Eisenhower matrix. Now, if you're not familiar with the Eisenhower matrix, it really came into, I think, modern popularity when Stephen Covey brought it into his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And ultimately, what it has you do is look at everything on your list of things to do and identify whether that particular task is of high importance or low importance, meaning it's going to lead me to my goals or not, and whether it's high urgency and low urgency. Urgency meaning it's calling for my immediate attention. Well, when we are really clear about whether something is urgent or not, important or not, it's much easier to prioritize our time. All right, let's talk about tip number 3. And this is one that if I could get every mompreneur to do it, the whole world would change. And that is delegating more at home. Look, I know delegating is not always easy, especially if you don't have a system for it in your business. It can be exceptionally difficult to do at home. But handling all the household tasks is not reasonable and it's exhausting. You've got to share the load with the people around you. And one of the ways you can do this is to assign age-appropriate tasks in your home to teach responsibility and lighten up your load. Now, in my work here at the Vivid Woman, I teach about delegating for the development of your team. And this is something you can do at home as well, because your family is your team. So if you have a question about what's age appropriate for your person, go to Google and type in age appropriate tasks for 5 years old, age appropriate tasks for 7-year-old. Yes, you might need to do a little bit of training. Yes, you're going to have to check up and make sure the work was done properly and provide correction when it's not, just like you would need to do in your business. But it's a wonderful way to get your people in your household more on the team and lightening up your load. All right, I'm going to take a sip of water here real quick. Hey, tell me if there's a particular thing that you've learned so that you can balance your mom duties and your business duties, especially around the back to year school frame. Please drop it in the comments and let's contribute to all of this together. All right, tip number 4. You got to embrace technology. You got to grab it and hug it and show it some love, because it can make a huge difference in your ability to manage your time. When we have inefficient task management, we waste time, and we don't have time to waste. We have the same 168 hours from week to week to week. So we need to streamline it with tech. You can use a project management system to keep track of your task list, like Trello or Asana. Here at the Vivid Woman, we use teamwork projects. Or you can use the Reminders app on your phone. If you have a Mac, it's also on your Mac. If you have Windows, you can absolutely use a task management list management system. Frankly, you could also just put it all into a note, and then you can share the note with people if you choose, or not, but you've got it all written down. And here's a little trick. If you're using the Reminders app, and I'm going to grab my phone so that we can see this happen, you can turn on Siri. I have an iPhone, so if you have an iPhone, this will work for you. Turn on so that when you say, she responds, and you can tell her to remind you things. So listen to this. Hey, Siri, remind me to put the clothes in the washer in the dryer in 1 hour.
Okay, I added put the clothes in the washer in the dryer for this afternoon at 3:08 p.m.
Boom. It's on my list. So you don't even have to stop and use your thumbs to type it down. You can actually just talk to the Reminders app. You can also create notes with your phone and Siri as well. I like the Reminders better because that's an app built for managing tasks, whereas the Notes isn't really built for managing tasks. And what's nice is you can give it a time frame, you can give it a due date, and it's all right there for you to look at. So much easier, right? The thing about utilizing your tech that I love so much is because your phone is probably always with you. Whereas if you write it down on a piece of paper or a Post-it or in your notebook or whatever, you might not have that thing with you all the time, whereas your phone is usually with you. So it's so much handier. All right, you hearing some great tips so far? All right, let's talk about tip number 5. And that is, you have to prioritize your own self-care. We all know this, right? They tell us every time we get on an airplane, you have to put on your oxygen mask first before you help anybody else. And yet we go through our lives putting everybody and everything else at the top of our task list, and we don't prioritize taking care of ourselves. And this neglect of self-care leads to burnout. Now, self-care doesn't have to be expensive things you do at the local spa, right? It doesn't have to mean a pedicure or a manicure. But we need to maintain some high energy with healthy routine that takes care of us. And one of the ways you can do that is by making sure you schedule it ahead of time. Schedule in breaks for yourself. Schedule in activities that rejuvenate you. It could be going to sit at a local park for 10, 15 minutes with a book. It could be calling up a friend you haven't talked to in a while. Right? It does not have to be expensive, but it does have to be something that rejuvenates you and fills your cup back up. Yeah? Okay. Now, I want to encourage you to take control of your time and transform your business with our free Time Boost training. We've got some really effective strategies in there for busy moms and those non-moms to get your time freed up in your business week. And then you can choose what to do with that time. Maybe you use it for a self-care activity. Maybe you use it to work on a high-impact project for the business that really only you can do as the business owner. What you do with your time is your own business, but I want you to have more of it freed up, and you can unlock your team's productivity potential. So you can come to our next free training. Just head on over to deanna.live/time boost to get registered for that right away. And I'm going to pop that up on the screen here because we don't have that ready for, I'm going to put that up here. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that was deanna.live/time-boost. It's free, totally worth your time. I know you're going to get a lot of great results if you implement some of the things we share with you. So, by implementing these tips I've shared with you today, you can enjoy increased productivity. You can feel your stress go down. You'll have a better work-life balance and you'll have higher energy, all while fostering teamwork at home and in your business. And who wouldn't want that, right? All right, friends. Well, I'm Deanna Maio, and I'm passionate about helping you lead with confidence and achieve even better results in your business and in your life. I want you to stay tuned for our next video where we'll explore creating a high-performing, profitable team with even more strategies, practical tips, and a dash of inspiration and motivation, I hope. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you found these tips helpful. Please share this video and tag a mompreneur who could use a little boost. And until the next time, have a fantastic day